Welcome back to my channel. Today we explore the value of specific coins, the most valuable Lincoln 1-cent coins value in market first. Up in 2009, the United States Mint released a special series of Lincoln 1-cent coins to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Each of the 4 designs represented a different chapter in his life: birth and early childhood in Kentucky, formative years in Indiana, professional life in Illinois, and presidency in Washington, D.C. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, all carrying the small D mint mark under the date. Even though billions were made, collectors still keep an eye on the 2009 D Lincoln cents because some pieces can hold surprising value due to condition or minting errors. A coin graded as fine condition means it has been in circulation and shows noticeable wear. The details of Lincoln's hair and coat may be worn smooth, but the major features of his face, lettering, and date remain clear and readable. It is not a shiny or mint-state coin, but still keeps its full design visible. Many people discover such coins in pocket change or old jars and wonder if they are worth keeping. The answer depends on small details, and that is where knowledge becomes valuable. In today's market, a normal 2009 D Lincoln cent in fine condition is generally worth only face value, about 1 cent. Some collectors might pay $1,000 more, maybe up to 50 cents, for a nicely preserved coin with good eye appeal and little discoloration. Because these coins were struck in large quantities, the supply remains far greater than the demand, which keeps ordinary prices very low. However, the story changes completely when a coin shows a mint error or a rare variation. Certain 2009 D Lincoln cents were struck with doubled die features. That means during minting, the design was impressed twice slightly off-center, creating a visible doubling on the letters, numbers, or parts of the design. These doubled die errors are among the most popular types of collectible mistakes. Other errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, or missing parts of the design. When these errors are visible and significant, they can transform an ordinary penny into a valuable find. Depending on the type and visibility of the error, a 2009 D penny in fine condition could sell anywhere from $140,000 to several $100s to the right collector. High-end examples in mint state condition, meaning they were never used in circulation and remain sharp and shiny, have reached impressive prices at auction. Some of these flawless 2009 D Lincoln cents, graded MS-68 by PCGS, have sold for around $4,700, showing the dramatic difference between circulated and uncirculated coins. But remember, a fine-grade coin cannot reach that level because its surface wear limits the value. Still, even a circulated coin can surprise collectors when a rare minting mistake appears. When evaluating your 2009 D Lincoln cent, first check which of the 4 designs you have. Each one has its own collector following. Then look closely at the surfaces under good light or with a magnifying glass. If you see any doubling, cracks, missing parts, or strange edges, take clear photos. Never clean the coin, because cleaning removes the natural surface and can lower its value dramatically. Compare your coin to images on trusted collector websites or price guides to see if your piece matches any known error types. If you suspect your coin is special, you can ask for opinions on online coin forums or have it evaluated by a professional grading service like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. These companies can confirm whether the coin truly has an error and assign a grade that collectors trust. For common fine condition coins, grading is not necessary, but for any suspected error, certification can help you get the best possible price if you decide to sell. Selling coins requires a bit of research. Check completed listings on eBay to see what similar 2009 D pennies have sold for. You may notice that ordinary circulated coins sell for a few cents, while error examples can bring much higher amounts. Some dealers who specialize in error coins may pay more than general collectors, especially if the mistake is dramatic and visible to the naked eye. Always provide clear, close-up photographs when selling online so buyers can see every detail. Even though the typical 2009 D Lincoln cent in fine condition is worth only a cent or two, these coins hold historical charm. They remind us of the year America celebrated Lincoln's legacy and the artistry of coin design. Every collector starts somewhere, and finding one of these coins in circulation is a good entry point into the hobby. It teaches you how to look closely, compare details, and understand grading. You may even discover that you enjoy searching for those hidden minting errors that transform small coins into treasures. So, the most valuable 2009 D Lincoln 1 cent coin in fine condition today would be one showing a clear and dramatic error. Something unusual that sets it apart from the billions of normal strikes. In the current market, such an error coin could fetch anywhere between $1,000 depending on its uniqueness and appeal. A normal example without errors will remain close to face value. Still, every coin tells a story, and the 2009 D Lincoln cent stands as a lasting tribute to Abraham Lincoln's life and to American history itself. Keep checking your pocket change. Your next valuable find could be hiding in plain sight. Next up, the 1961 Lincoln 1 cent coin with the D mint mark was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the most active mints of the early 1960s. This coin belongs to the long-running Lincoln Wheat and Memorial Cent series, showing the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that started in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's ill-fated birth. The Denver Mint struck over 1 billion of these coins in 1961, which makes them fairly common in circulation. However, coin collectors still enjoy owning high-grade examples that preserve the beauty and sharpness of this classic design. A coin, described as being in extremely fine condition, means it has been lightly circulated and shows only minor signs of wear. On a 1961 D Lincoln cent in this grade, most of the fine details of Lincoln's hair, face, and coat remain visible, and the lettering and date appear sharp. You might notice small scratches or slight dullness on the high points, but overall, the coin still has a nice appearance and strong eye appeal. The presence of a few scratches does reduce its value slightly, yet the coin remains collectible because of its relatively high grade for a circulated piece. In today's market, a typical 1961 D Lincoln cent in extremely fine condition is worth between $190,000, depending on its surface quality, color, and whether it shows any original mint luster. Coins with heavy scratches or discoloration may stay closer to face value, while clean, well-detailed examples can attract a little more interest from beginner collectors. The value may not seem large, but these coins represent an important chapter in U.S. coinage history, bridging the early copper alloy years with the later zinc-based cents introduced in the 1980s. While most 1961 D cents are common, a few rare varieties or minting errors can significantly raise their value. Some collectors look for doubled die obverse or reverse errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unusual features created during the minting process. Coins showing clear doubling on the lettering or the date can sell for several dollars or more, depending on visibility. If a 1961 D cent has such a feature, even with light scratches, it becomes far more interesting to collectors than a normal example. Another factor affecting value is the coin's color and preservation. Copper coins naturally change tone over time, developing shades of brown or red-brown. A 1961 D penny that retains much of its original red color can be more desirable than one that has turned completely brown. Collectors often pay a premium for red or red-brown examples in high condition, especially if the coin shows only minimal marks. Keeping the coin in a dry, stable environment helps prevent further oxidation or discoloration. Even though the monetary value of a 1961 D Lincoln cent in extremely fine condition is modest, it remains a small piece of American heritage. It features the beloved image of President Abraham Lincoln, symbolizing honesty and unity, along with the stately Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, representing American strength and remembrance. These coins have now circulated for more than 60 years, and finding one in such good condition is still satisfying for collectors. If you own one, handle it carefully by the edges to avoid adding new scratches. You can store it in a coin flip or holder to protect it from dust and moisture. Do not try to clean the coin, as cleaning often removes its natural surface and can lower its collector value. For most examples, professional grading is not necessary, but if you ever suspect you have a rare error or a proof-like piece, having it authenticated by a grading service such as PCGS, NGC, or ANAX can confirm its true worth. In summary, the 1961 D Lincoln 1-cent coin in extremely fine condition, even with a few scratches, generally carries a collector value between $200,000 in today's market. It is not considered rare, but it is still a charming vintage piece of U.S. coinage. Those who love Lincoln cents appreciate these coins for their beauty, historical context, and the connection they create between everyday change and America's story. Keep an eye on your collection, because even a simple 1961 D penny can remind us how history lives on in the smallest of things.